my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope y'all are having a good weekend. I'm not going to comment on last week. I'm just going to let that go. This is Taurus, your weekly update, rolling Monday through Tuesday. Tomorrow, Monday, February 10th, through next Tuesday, February 18th. This coming Friday is Valentine's Day. For those of you that are coupled, if you ain't got out the door and got something, go get something. Y'all heard it. Don't let this one go by. Those of you struggling on what to get your partner, something heartfelt will be greatly appreciated. Something heartfelt will be greatly appreciated. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a piece of jewelry or something that you buy that you would ordinarily buy for Valentine's Day. Something heartfelt, something that your partner make them remember a good time or a place that you've been to. Of course, that's gonna go over far better than you going and buying, if you're a guy, a ring, a necklace, whatever, however that's resonating with you, or some box of candy and some flowers or some crazy shit. A heartfelt gift will be greatly appreciated. Let's throw that out there. I don't know who need to hear that, but there you go. All you Martha Stewart types, do your thing. That's where that's at. This energy should feel a little tamer, a little calmer than last week. Last week, I know I was feeling it and people were calling me and Skyping me and emailing me about how anxious and nervous they were. This week should be a little better, not by much, but a little. But this is short-lived. I think Mercury turns retro on the 17th. So it ain't too many days before, or not too many days after Valentine's Day. And I think why the message is coming through to get something heartfelt, being that close to a Mercury retrograde, triggering good memories is not going to be a bad thing. This retrograde for you Taurus is probably going to be a little less hectic than the last one, which was back I think in November in Scorpio. Not all this bouncing around and back and forth and stupid shit. It'll be just a regular Mercury retrograde. Where's my keys? Where's the remote? Oh my God, the car won't start. That type shit. Stay away from big ticket items of any kind until probably the end of March. Particularly TVs, headphones, iPods, iPads, any of that shit. Stay away from it. Because if you get something electronic and it don't work, this is a retrograde in Pisces, that emotional shit, and you will get emotional and tear some shit up because you done bought the wrong thing. So just stay away from buying any big ticket item, anything over $50, just don't do it. Wait till the end of March. Energy should be a bit different and a little more, I'd say predictable, but I don't know that that's the right word. Just a little more straight and not all over the place. Right now, energy is all over. I've had a couple people mention to me about, it just seems like there's a mean streak in the air. There is. It's a real nasty strain, almost like the coronavirus, except it's energy. And it's just real fucked up, and people are just kind of acting out because they're not happy in their own situations. Be mindful of that. Be wary of that. People coming left to center on some bullshit. Just turn your bull tail up and go the other way. Dealing with people that are dealing with that is not even, at this point, a good idea to try to convince them otherwise. There's no sense in sharpening up your horns and thinking you're going to make some damn point. It ain't going to happen. The people that are really affected by this energy are just fucked up overall. And so the best bet is to just pray for them and keep it moving instead of trying to convert them or change them to something else. Whoever needs to hear that, there's your word. All right, Taurus, let's get this reading started. Weekly update. So your overall energy is coming up with mental conflict and passion ignited. Tomorrow's energy, solar plexus, I can. Tuesday, rest and rejuvenate. Wednesday, fertility. Thursday, new beginnings. Friday, awareness. That's been coming up a lot. Saturday, material harvest. Sunday, obstacles and challenges. Monday, movement, choices, and decisions. Tuesday, conflict and defeat. This is not what you think, Taurus. So just hold that. And I know this setup looks just about like it was last week. It's a little different. We didn't have a rest and rejuvenate card, I don't think. I'm pretty sure material harvest was not in the mix. Yeah, so it may look the same, but this is a little different. So, mental conflict is pulling the Eight of Wands. Passion ignited is pulling the Lover's card. Who knew? Solar plexus, I can. Pulling the King of Swords. Rest and rejuvenate, pulling the Four of Swords. Fertility, pulling the Three of Coins. New beginnings, pulling the Nine of Wands. Awareness, pulling the Ace of Wands. Material harvest, pulling the Five of Swords. Obstacles and challenges, pulling the Five of Cups. Movement, choices, and decisions, pulling the Nine of Coins. Conflict and defeat, pulling the High Priestess. Like I said, that's not what you think it is. Thank you for everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. Those of you that have been around a minute, thank you for hanging on. Y'all know I'm gone through some changes here recently. At any rate, we're trying to get this back up to speed. So hopefully this week I will be able to put some more readings out for your couples. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. And this is a good week, Taurus. This is a good week. This is not crazy, stupid shit. Your overall energy with the mental conflict and the Eight of Wands. We got, turn this around here. We got like 5 or 6 stories going on this one. But the bigger issue is, a lot of you may have a lot of quick, fast, the text messaging communication with your lover. But there's mental conflict here. And the reason that there's mental conflict here is because whatever the topic is, whatever the subject is, you may not be 100% in yet. Whatever the topic is. Say that again. Whatever the topic is, you may not be 100% in. So there may be a topic between you and your lover, and this can be between you and a friend, you and a family member, however it's resonating, but the stronger energy is coming from those of you that are paired. This may be a thing about, well, I want to buy a house over here, and you want to buy a house over there. And we're talking mere inches. It's not a big thing, but it's the perspective. And obviously there's some of that perspective shit going on with the mental conflict, and so both of you need to kind of step back and take a look at what you're actually saying, because you both are kind of saying the same thing, but you're so excited about whatever this is. Doesn't have to be a house, it could be a project, it could be a car, it could be Valentine's Day, what you're doing. There's no ugly energy here. So this is the mental conflict part. I know we always want to attach some negative shit. It's not really a negative thing. It's just, why are you saying potato and I'm saying potato type shit? You can turn this into a humorous thing. I'm going to just throw that out there. I know y'all like, what? This can become a playful thing. It doesn't have to be so rock gut serious. So others of you may have some fast communications coming in from jobs, prospective buyers, maybe vendors, however that's resonating for you. Those of you that have regular 9-to-5 jobs, you may have people from other departments in your organization or company reaching out to you because they need to get some clarity on some stuff. And this may also be causing you some mental conflict because you're not used to being in this position. And so you may just get thrown out to pasture. So this is your overall energy going into the new week. On the back end, the thing that's holding you down in your gut. Many of you have started new relationships. Many of you have rekindled old relationships. Many of you have turned friendships into relationships, however that's resonating. It's there. It's all there, fire red hot. This week is about the lovers, of course, but the serious note on this for you, Taurus, is that commitment. It's all about that commitment and how far is this relationship going to take you as far as what you want in terms of a commitment. Does the other person, what are they looking for? They're looking for the same thing, or they're looking for just something. And so this is going to kind of be, this is going to be the thing that's in the back of your mind most of the week. For others of you, you already know it's a long-term situation. And so now it's the conversations that you're having. Oh, that red hot fire back there. It's the conversations that you're having about moving forward. What comes first? What are we doing? We're moving first, we married first. It's all the whole slew of any and everything. And it's the deeper conversations about the details and what it is, which way do we really want to go? Do we want to stay where we are for the moment, or do we want to move somewhere, or do we want to think about adopting kids? I mean, it's all over the page. But those are the kinds of conversations, those of you that are paired up right now and you know it's a long-term situation, those are the kinds of conversations that you're having. Like I said, even if you're not in a long-term, don't know what it is just yet, one of them situationships, you're going to start having those conversations. And this is in your overall energy because it's on your mind. And so you're kind of just thinking and talking as you go. That's your overall energy for the week. As we get into tomorrow with the solar plexus, the I can, King of Swords. This is about bringing things back into focus, especially with work and school, about bringing things right back to business. I think we're just kind of at the last little bit of Christmas party out. Those of you that just had extra vacation and did all kind of extra shit after the holidays, we're kind of right at the end of all of it and moving into a new cycle, if you will. And this is about you being clear about what you can do and what you can have. Work, school, what can I do? I can take this class and pass it. I can accept this promotion, but it's very much about the business. And as always, the devil's in the details on this one. Pay attention and try to not get too caught up in Mercury retrograde fog just yet. You may have to just actually do some writing and some list making about the things that are important to you with your career or with school. For others of you, this may just be about organizing and just getting back to business on getting shit in order. Spring cleaning is coming up, all kind of stuff. But this is I can. And for a lot of you, it's not even an I can, I have to. And because it's the stand in your sunshine type shit, this is stuff you may be doing alone, on your own. Let's throw that out there like it is. You may be doing some of this by yourself. And if it's work related, be mindful the spotlight may be on you about what you can do, what you're allowed to do. There's some promotion in there. There's some promotion in there. So those of you that are trying to get promoted, but not necessarily wanting to go the regular route, this is your chance to kind of stand out there and shine and show people what you have. Maybe a conversation with a higher up this week at work. On Tuesday, rest and rejuvenate the Four of Swords. It's like the double-double and the double-double. Anything going on Tuesday, and if it's on the board, it's at play for the whole little 9, 10, 12 days, whatever. So it may not necessarily be Tuesday, but this is a message from the universe to go sit your ass down and take a break. Many of you have been burning the candle at both ends. Y'all know who I'm talking to. Go sit down, go lay down, go take a nap, do whatever it is you need to do. But you need to really, for those of you that can get away from it, all of it, not just going to the bedroom, going to spa bedroom. If you can get out in nature, do it. If you can take a walk at some point this week, maybe 2 walks, or shit, maybe 3. And with or without your partner or your kids or whatever, but just get out of your regular little comfort zone. If you can only do your comfort zone, do it. slam it up, get some pop, get some chips, get the remote, binge watch, do whatever, but shut your brain down. Give your brain a chance to regroup and refresh itself. Watch something you don't normally watch on TV. Just kind of switch it up. There's a lot of pressure. A lot of people under a lot of pressure right now, trying to get things done, meet deadlines, different things. So, as you can, take a step back. It's 2 4s. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever. However that's resonating with. Take a break. Just take a break. It doesn't have to be Tuesday. It can be any day this week or next week. We get to Wednesday's energy, the 3 of coins in the facility. It's just what the hell it is. It's the creative energy, not the baby making energy. I'm sorry. That's creative energy too, but y'all know what I'm saying. Making plans. Let me back this up. Some of you may be making plans to have a baby. So let me not exclude that group. That's not strong energy off of here, but it's there nonetheless. This, though, is really for long-time couples making plans to do something, maybe adding on to a house, some kind of addition. For others of you, this may be about making plans to take a vacation somewhere, or in business. You may be in business with your partner, or you may do some type of business with your partner. This may be about future plans to do something collaboratively with someone else. Throw that out there. It's a good omen for those of you that are working together with your partner. It's a very good omen. So whatever plans you are thinking about making or trying to make, it's all in there. Take your time, think about what you want to do, and that fertility, that creative. Be as creative as you can. Thursday's energy, new beginnings, 9 of Wands. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Don't over exaggerate anything, especially with new partnerships. Tendency may be to tell too much, if you will. Not stretching the truth. Don't do it. Don't do it. With the Mercury retrograde energy as it is, it's already going to stretch some shit out. So just don't let your brain get on fire. Don't over exaggerate anything. Don't talk too much. I want to put that in there too. Those of you that are in new relationships with people you don't know. I'm not talking about relationships that used to be friendship. No, I'm talking about people that, this is a brand new relationship, brand new person, brand new in your experience and in your life. Don't do too much talking. Get out of your head. Don't let your brain catch on fire. But don't do too much talking. I don't know who needs to hear that. If this is somebody you've recently met through a club or organization, a church, a temple, or whatever, and y'all are at that point of deciding to kick it, don't say too much. I can't keep saying that enough. Don't talk too much. Let things kind of organically come out. The tendency might be, as you start talking, to do some adding on. Y'all hear me? Don't do it. Just don't say too much. Do more listening than talking. Your centerpiece and your challenge for the next handful of days, that awareness and becoming self-aware, not only self-aware of the changes that you're making, but aware of the new people in your experience. So those of you that are with new lovers, new babies even, those of you that are welcoming new babies into the family, about that awareness of where you are in that whole process. And that's what you should focus on for the next handful of days. Being aware of where you are in your relationships and where you are on your path. Some of you need to just take a step back and see, are you making forward progress, or are you running around in circles? I see a big circle up there. And then keeping a bit of innocence in it. It's not a bad thing. This energy has been coming up a lot for Taurus. Keeping a sense of awe in things. Just because you've been somewhere and done something before doesn't mean if you go back to that same place or do that same thing again, you're going to get the same result. So keeping a sense of wonder in all of it. And that's usually, for this deck, that's usually the meaning for this. But it's really strong, especially for those of you who feel like you're running around in circles. Becoming aware but still keep being able to keep, that's a tight line to do. Being aware of where you are, but still being able to keep a sense of awe, remaining a bit humbled, if you will. And some shit, fuck it, just downright surprised at some shit that you've seen before. Kind of clearing out the cobwebs and letting go of the past and letting go of past triggers and past responses, automatically knee-jerk reaction type responses. Get rid of some of that and try to find the awe and the inspiration. It may be something old or something you've been doing a while. That doesn't mean it's not worth doing. And it doesn't mean that there's not something there you can learn or be surprised at. I'm just throwing that out there. When we get to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, material harvest. Those of you that are trying to count your pennies, it's tax time, of course, and looking at what you have materially, you may have some unhealthy attitudes about certain things about money, or as it relates to the material possessions you have. You may need to take a step back and change your behavior and your attitude and how you're looking at certain things, particularly where it comes to working. See them two buildings back there in the back? Tax time. You may have to start looking at changing your attitude. You may have thought you did a whole lot last year as far as giving or taking care of other things with your money, and you didn't. So you may be time to change your attitude on some things and how you're handling your finances. You may have made some bad investments last year. That's resonating real loud. And it may be time to take a step back and look at who you're dealing with. There may be some people you need to just stop dealing with because they're not doing what you need them to do. And there also may be a little bit of trickery in there. This is air. So, sometimes wind can just blow some shit away and people act like they don't know. Just throwing that in there. But however that's resonating for you, just take a look at your material assets, Taurus, and look at what you have. There have been mistakes that have been made recently, what you can do to change your attitude or change your behavior towards whatever it is. When we get to next Sunday's energy, obstacles and challenge. Obstacles and challenges with the Five of Cups. And those of you that are still kind of stinging, may have had a recent breakup or shakeup in a relationship, you focusing on this shit in front of you and not on the shit behind you. I'm just saying, look at what? 3 cups. You spilled red wine on my white carpet. Oh my God. Yeah, but what's going on back there in the background? And sometimes the energy coming back off of this is that you got to knock a few cups over to get to what you're trying to get to. Don't get stuck here. Don't get stuck here. Those of you that are in this energy, don't get stuck here. Every relationship comes with its own obstacles and challenges. Shit, the hurdles that you have to just jump over and prove that you're Superwoman or whatever, Superman, however's resonating with you. Everybody, we all have to go through this. But don't get stuck on focusing on the negative. Even old past shit. I didn't break up. What's going on right here? What's that about? Shift your focus. And that's kind of the same thing here. I'm not surprised if they're back to back. So towards the end of the week, you may want to just look at how you're looking at certain things in your relationship, how you're dealing with certain things where your money is concerned. And maybe it's time to start trying to change your attitude towards any and all of it. Yeah, we all have some fucked up shit. Want to sit there and cry over it. But what are you currently thankful for? So 3 cups is over. You ain't forget the other 2? Just saying. Obstacles and challenges happen to all of us. We have to deal with it in every area of our life. That doesn't mean you got to get to the pits of hell and just, I'm going to die. It ain't all like that. Just think about where your attitude is, where your perspective is, and adjust it as needed. That's a good thing. Movement, choices, and decisions for next Monday. And this energy is kind of riding back through this week as well. A lot of you are making decisions about things, particularly as it pertains to your personal life and your love life. Um, Remember what it is that you're trying to create. Just remember what it is that you're trying to create. This is about the energy. This is one of the meanings of this card, about creating a higher standard. A lot of times we forget. You see them wedding rings right there? Mm-hmm. A lot of times we forget that we started any of this. We're trying to create something better. And when we get something better, we forget all about the beginning of how anything started, and we just start moving, make choices and decisions, not keeping in mind we want everything to go up. So keep it in mind as you're making decisions this week. Of the decisions that you're making, are they propelling you forward? Are they taking you 10 steps back? And this is particularly about love, but it can resonate with anything, business, kids. Are you propelling your kids forward? Are you pushing them 10 steps back? I'm just saying. Continually working on creating that higher standard for yourself. It should reflect itself in what you're doing. So, you talk about, I want this and I want that and da-da-da, but you're making decisions on a McDonald's level. I'm just saying. Think about the decisions that you're making, because a lot of times we just get into decision-making mode and we're going to do the most efficient, quickest thing we can do. And sometimes doing the most efficient, quickest thing is not the thing that's helping us create that higher standard or maintain that higher standard. A lot of times it's taking it right up off the board. So think about the movement, the choices and decisions that you're doing and making this week, for the rest of the month. And are they those the decisions that are really bumping you up a level, or is the shit just knocking you out and taking you back? Something to think about. Next Tuesday, y'all got some monkeys in the mix. Yeah, I said it. I heard somebody trying to do some hoo-ha-ha and trying to cause some bullshit. This may be baby mama drama, put it where it is, maybe baby daddy drama. Maybe that chick at work that's mad at you because your weave look better than her weave. However that's resonating with you. Know who is in your inner circle. Everybody smiling at you and patting you on your ass is not your damn friend. I don't know, I might have to say that one more time. Especially people that are trying to find out everything they can find out. Oh, girl, tell me more. What else did y'all do? That person, run. And run now. Don't wait, run. Some of you have, and this is a major card. It's only one of two on the board. But this one just always fucks me up because it's like neon pink. Everything else is all muted and shit. And this is neon pink. There's a tinge of crazy here. And so that same strain I was talking about before I laid the cards down, this is a strain, it's a little nasty strain of people just not happy with they shit. And so the next best thing for them is to fuck up your shit. Watch this person, because, and I don't know that you can see it on camera, but there are real faint drawings of people over here. And the energy that's coming back off of this little chunk, that's why I'm taking my time with it, is that it may be people just trying to fuck with you. They'll move your pop can. You know damn well you set down a great Fanta and you come back 5 minutes later, it's gone. That kind of energy. They want to fuck with you at that level. So, my suggestion to you is the same thing that I said over here. Even though that's new beginning, some of you ping-ponging back now, this may be a new job. Just don't talk. Don't let your brain get on fire. Don't exaggerate. If you think you're getting ready to open your mouth and it's going to be an exaggeration, don't even do it. Because there are people that are waiting on you to say something so they can go tell that. I'm just saying, they're out there. work, particularly baby mamas, you know, looking for stupid shit. Y'all heard me. You know, just to get some shit up, and be mindful, people. Uranus is in your sign, whether you know it or not. People are beginning, if they haven't already, they're beginning to see and detect a change in you, Taurus. Even if you ain't picking up on it, they are. So, and it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 20, you could be 90. People are beginning to pick up on the change in you. And it's Valentine's Day. And we are sticking out like sore thumbs. I done got more compliments. I went to work one day last week looking like what? Oh, you're so beautiful. What? But they can see, it's not the outward. They can see on the inside something in me that's changing. Y'all feel me? Everybody don't like that shit. Let's just have a real quick conversation about what this week is for a lot of people. Valentine's Day is not only this week, but fuck it, it's a whole weekend of hearts, flowers, candy. Everybody ain't paired up, Taurus. Everybody ain't happy being by themselves, Taurus. I'm just saying. So while I never tell anybody not to stand up in their sunshine, that's not something that I'm ever inclined to do. Where's the sunshine card go? Here it is. That I can. You may want to just tone this down a bit and keep it strictly business. I'm just using what's here on the board. So you don't have to deal with this. Because there are people that are waiting on your defeat. You know what you're doing, Taurus. You know what you got going on in your life. You know the blessings and the good things that you got going on. You ain't got to tell everybody right now. Because a lot of people are pissed because they ain't got shit. I'm just saying, be mindful. Just be mindful of that. If you want to go in, if you want to sharpen up your horns and go in full tilt, I have no doubt that the other person is going to be the conflicted and defeated one. But you ain't coming out of this unscathed, Taurus. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So your better bet is just bypass all of this. You know who this is in your life. You know. I don't even have to tell you. Whoever I'm talking to, you know who this is. They're going to come off as sweet and charming. Oh, that's so nice. All they're trying to do is find out what the hell you did last night. Don't tell them nothing. Tell them you threw up all night. Give them something to go with. You're going to exaggerate. Just go in the opposite direction. If you got to just blow some shit up. Oh, it was awful. Oh, I was sick all night. Just do some shit like that. But don't get into the things that you're planning, the positive things that you're trying to do. This is that little nasty strain that's floating around out there. So just be mindful of that. Let's see. I'm gonna do a little bit of everybody today. What the hell? That kind of week coming up. Let's just see. Shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. This came up last week too. Yeah. Those of you that are struggling with your work, I think I probably put that there. Just not for the new beginning so much, but for the Nine of Wands itself. Just get on the DL, Taurus. Just get on as much as you can. Just kind of fade to black on this one, because I know a lot of you are struggling with your job. If you can just get through this Mercury retrograde, reevaluate what you're doing. Just do it. Just reevaluate what you're doing. And if you're not happy with where you are, what's it say down there? Fucking quit. This fell out. You need a big fucking hug. Yes, you do. Squeeze. Take that break. That too, you need a good fucking cry. Those of you that are still kind of dealing with 2019 exes and shit, get the ugly cry on, let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. It's okay. Everybody doesn't process shit the same. Everybody doesn't do shit the same. If you're still trying to process an ex, And I mean, this is the time you're going to start running into exes. And like I said in the last Taurus reading I did, this Mercury retrograde is going to be about you making that phone call, just ringing the phone long enough for your name to pop up in the caller ID and then hang up. So they can't say you didn't call. That's the kind of reruns you got coming on now. I've already had my first experience with that one. Oh, man. Okay. So just be mindful. If you're still trying to get over an ex, even though you may be in a new relationship now, it's okay. Get it out of your system. Shit happens. Don't try your best not to schlep that energy, all of that energy, into your new relationship. Do what you need to do and move on. Those of you that aren't in a relationship and you still hanging on to some shit, move on. Just move on. Call on your angels. Stay in your own skin and ask your spirit helpers. Whatever's going on, that's what they're there for. Call on them. Stay in your own skin. And that's all going back to this little crazy shit down here. The both of these. Stay in your own skin. Don't, whatever anybody else is trying to conjure up, cook up, just stay the fuck away. People are definitely trying to conjure up and cook up shit against you. Be mindful of that, because they can't stand the fact that you're happy or you're not talking or whatever the case is. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody, Taurus. You don't. You don't. You do what the fuck you want to do. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. So as long as you're not breaking a law or hurting anybody, you don't have to explain yourself. So that said, be mindful of this energy out here. And this is major energy, because the shit that can go, that I said can, the shit that can go on behind shit like this can just shake your foundation. Doesn't necessarily mean that it'll fuck it up, but it'll shake it enough to fuck you up. Just saying. So do your best. Y'all know, there's no question in my mind. You know who this is in your life, or you know what situation this is in your life. So do your best to just stay clear of, for the next 9 or 10 days, whoever this is, as best you can. If you don't have to have any interaction with them at all, don't. Just put that out there. At the end of it, ask your spirit helpers for help. And stay in your own lane. I'm going to take skin off and say lane. Stay in your own lane. Just because I'm feeling them. And I already went over time. I'm almost at 40 minutes, so fuck it. We're going to just keep it moving. Step away from your phone. Whoever needs to hear that. Fuck it. Walk away. We just had that conversation. Only if you let it. Shit will bug you only if you let it. Taurus, I love you. I hope y'all have a good week. Do your best to stay grounded. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.